Good day everyone. I am going to share to you the index analysis of the financial statements of Philippine Airlines Holding Incorporation. The Philippine Airlines Holding Incorporation is a holding company. The company through Philippine Airlines Incorporation is the Philippine national flag carrier of passengers and cargo within the Philippines and within Philippines and various international destinations. Let us look through their financials, the balance sheet and income statements using index analysis and evaluate their financial changes through 2019 and 2020. This is the income statement of Philippine Airlines Holding Incorporation. As we can observe, there had been 64.24% decline in its sales or revenue during the year 2020 as compared to the year 2019. It is a significant decline due to the COVID-19 pandemic that has caused national and international flights to be disrupted. The cost of goods sold is relatively lower but still resulting to 370% decline on the gross income. Selling, general and administrative expenses are 12.82% higher than the previous year. As we can also observe, there is a 1,024% loss on earnings before interest and taxes, from 2.8 billion to a loss of 26.577 billion. As for the pre-tax income, which is at negative 11.2 billion to negative 65.8 billion, it is 288.13% increase on the negative balance compared to the previous year. Overall, from the 11.3 billion net loss during 2019, Palad incurred 71.8 billion loss for 2020. It is seriously 596% bigger loss than the previous year. Now let's take a look on the Philippine Airlines Holding Incorporation balance sheet. This is the balance sheet of the Philippine Airlines Holding Incorporation. From 317.2 billion asset of 2019, during 2020, it was 227.8 billion, which is 73.83% of last year. It is 28.17% lower. Now let's go to the company's liabilities. There had been an increase on the company's total current debt and other liabilities, decrease on the long-term debt, provision for risk and charges, and deferred taxes. Total liabilities results to 94.59%, which is comparatively 5.41% lower during 2019. In the shareholders' equity of PAL, there had been no changes on the company's common stock and additional paid-in capital, but on its retained earnings account, there is a negative 87.3 billion, which is 460% higher than the previous year, which is notably at negative state. The negative 3.4 billion shareholders' equity of 2019 is now negative 74 billion. It is 2,026% lower than it was before. Negative shareholders' equity is a red flag for investors because it means company's liability exceeds its company's asset. See, we have here a 277 billion asset and 296 billion liabilities. As for the accumulated interest, it is now at 70% of 2019, which is 29.08% lower. Overall, liabilities and shareholders' equity is 71.8% of last year, which is 28.17% lower. The company's financial losses began gradually mounting in 2016 and by 2019, and due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it had lost a staggering 71.8 billion, as we can see from the income statement in 2020 alone. That would be the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.